Hey, hello everyone. I will wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving later tonight, but this video is particularly about greed and what it does to people, what I see that it does to people. So, we've been busy, and I'm probably going to be very busy tomorrow. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. It's going to be busy the rest of this evening. We've got things to do, a lot to do. As always, life never stops. But I felt rough Monday and Tuesday. I felt kind of dark, depression, anxiety, and all that. But that eased off. Thank God that eased off. Thank goodness. But I want to go ahead and talk about bosses and things. Maybe someday, if I'm ever lucky enough to be in the position where I can give to others and give back and help out, if I ever make it well in life. Sorry, I had to pause the video, but greed it's just everywhere. My father's bosses, well, actually, he has one boss that actually owns the place, but the other guy owns like 5 to 10%. 90% goes to the main guy and his daughter. And now his daughter's trying to so called run the place and can't even, she's supposed to be the dispatcher and she can't do squat. So now, now, my father called them up and he said he wanted to take a vacation day Friday because they would probably rather him come in Thursday morning on Thanksgiving and go back out as soon as he can. And he said he wants to take off the weekend. They told him, well, you get Thanksgiving. Really? Really? The bosses told him, you get Thanksgiving. Isn't that ridiculous? He works all week, and one time, like 3 weeks ago, he had to stay out for 2 straight weeks and did all he could for them. He worked his time where he delivered those loads on time, got hardly any sleep, and came in just very ill, very cranky, ridiculously, but it was just, he had a hard time. And they said, oh, we really appreciate it. And they gave him like a little bit of extra money. Very little. Very minimal compared to what he did. Most places already pay well over what they pay. And they finally said, we'll give you 50 cents a mile. But they said that's only starting after 1,800 miles a week. And some of their drivers don't get that. And here's the thing. They said if you drive 1,800 miles a week or more, they said after that 1,800 miles, after 1,800, 1,801, 1,802, 3, 4, then you start getting the 50 cents a mile after that. When other companies, they said, no way, it's supposed to be 50 cents a mile starting at mile 1 a week. Mile 1 a week. But they don't want to pay that, and they're not going to. And then a friend of his and another friend that works there, they're about the nicest ones there, really. They said they got called by the boss and said, we want you to go out. We want you to come in and go out Thanksgiving night. He said, I'll be with family. He said, I don't want to. I'm not. He said, no, heck no, I'm not going out on Thanksgiving night. And the boss hung up on him. Hung up on him. He called the boss back and said, don't y'all have someone else that can do that? I mean, there are people that wanted to work that week, and they told him no, and yet they want him to do it. And they said, the boss hung up on him again. Again, he hung up on him. Meanwhile, the bosses they've got two other mansion houses, a vacation home and another vacation home, and they're building another huge house nearby. One of them's building another huge house nearby. And they get the week of Thanksgiving. They get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As far as I know, I think they do. And yet they want them to work Thanksgiving, but yet they get it off. They get the day off. They want them to work the weekend many times, and yet they get the weekend off. And get mad if you call them at home. The bosses get mad. They're like, or we're at church on Sunday, and some of the drivers have to work Sunday. just to make their loads work. And then they'll be like, well, we're in church, don't call us. Or we're at home in the bed, don't call us. What kind of boss is that? They need a dispatcher. But anyway, they don't want to pay them. And then my father asked, well, I want to take a vacation day on Friday. It's his vacation day. He wants to take it so he could be off on Friday. And they're like, well, you get Thanksgiving, holiday pay Thanksgiving, a measly holiday pay for Thanksgiving. And it's like, really? And that's what they do. That's what bosses like to do. And I think even some of the other employees, they've really worked themselves like crazy, some of those employees there. My father has too. He has given his all to them. They didn't even want to give him his Million Mile Award because of a small incident. Some people got fired because of a deer. A deer hit them. Or they got a flat tire on the road, so they got rid of them. That's the kind of things these bosses do. And they make millions of dollars, and they don't want to give a pay raise to their employees. They used to give them a gift card and things like that for a good inspection or things like that. My father, he used to clean the trailers out and align the trailers in the parking lot, and then they stopped even acting like he did that. So they stopped acting like he even did that. But that's the way they do. And let's never let greed, no matter what happens in this world or how far we go, always try to give to others and never let greed go to your head, because that's sadly what a lot of bosses do. I mean, you put your time and hard work into a place, and then you're just a number to them. And we've got to take that mindset. And like last year, whether I had it or not, I tried to give. I tried to give donations to the boxes at Walmart or to the children, or the Wounded Warrior Foundation or something, Red Cross, or just something, just to try to give to people what little I might have had. And we've got to do that in life. Try to give to others, try to help out. And but that's what my father's dealing with this week. Even one of the employees who has worked their rear off for the bosses, he has worked himself silly for that place, nonstop. He took a day off and took his family fishing, and apparently the boss called him while he was fishing and said, "I need you to go out right now." And he's like, "I'm with my wife and children fishing." And it's like, they don't care. Just, we need you to go now. And if you have any issues or say, I needed, and then you'll be waiting. Sometimes my father will be waiting hours, for something. He'll be waiting hours for them to unload him. And they'll be like, why didn't you get going? We need you to go be so-and-so. And he's like, no one told me what to do. No, and they're like, oh, she should have told you. And they didn't. But anyway, if you're a truck driver out there, my heart goes out to you, because they go through a lot and they don't get paid enough for what they do. And yeah. But I hope you all have a lovely Thanksgiving. This is just a little life update, calm talking style. That's what's been going on. And yeah. Peace, signing out. Bosses can be crazy.